was a resident entertainer at the Checkered Flag for many, many months. He's a very good friend of mine. It's with a tremendous degree of pleasure I announce him. A warm welcome for Jim Ritchey.
You wouldn't read my letters if I wrote you. You told me not to call you on the phone, but there's something I'm longing to tell y'all. Though I wrote it in the words of this song, I didn't know God made honky-tonk angels, but I should have known you'd never make a wife from your style. You gave up the only one who ever loved y'all. I went back to that wild side of life.
My music, for me, is really hard to define. It started out as a kind of therapy, trying to straighten out a lot of adolescent problems by getting my mind off of it. And now it's a way of life, but it's a means of expression. It just incorporates everything I feel. There's a lot of sacrifices involved, I guess you'd call them. People on the outside look at them as sacrifices. Like there's been times when I've had gigs canceled and I've had to live on $2 a week and had to depend on other people for places to stay. But they've never really been sacrifices for me because I've expected them. I haven't really lost too much, you know. And the people have been so good to me that it doesn't really come out to be a sacrifice at all. I've made more friends in times when I didn't have anything, and you know, than other times.
Well, I got a wife and I see no baby, my name's Genevieve. First one said she got my child, it don't look like me. Set out running, but I take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home for daylight, I just might get to sleep tonight.
Well, my family has been really good about at least trying to understand what I'm doing. It's really hard for them to accept sometimes that I don't have a so-called steady job, but the fact that I'm enjoying myself and they can tell that I enjoy myself and that I seem to be maturing a little bit, at least in their eyes, I think that's helped more than anything between us. In fact, we're getting along better than we ever have because I'm happier and more satisfied, not quite as critical. And
Well, I got a wife and I see no baby, one name's Genevieve. First one says she got my child, but you don't look like me. Sit down and running, but I take my time. A friend of the devil is a friend of mine. If I get home for daylight, I just might get some sleep tonight.
as far as being a performer, it all comes from being around people and knowing how to relate to them. And if you're successful, they're going to enjoy you. They're going to try to understand you. They're going to share what you feel and what you express in your song. As far as a serious folk singer, if you can call anyone a folk singer these days, I'm not. I call myself an entertainer because I try to make it between songs. I try to say things that are funny. I try to make the patter interesting to the people and explain some of the things behind the music.
You got to use your imagination on this song, though. You got to see our hero Pat Boone driving down the highway in a really neat-looking car with a really neat-looking chick. Can you see that? Of course not. And on top of that, Pat Boone is drunk. He's seriously messed up. Can you see that? Oh, don't hurt yourself. And on top of all that, Pat Boone's got the hots for this chick, and they got no place to go. So keep all that in mind. I can't hold it on the road when you're sitting here beside me and I'm drunk out of my mind, merely from the fact that you are here. I have not been known as a saint of San Joaquin, but I just as soon right now pull on over to the side of the road and show you what I mean.
The hardest part of being a musician is getting work that's satisfying. There's places like the Ruby Yacht, Checkered Flag, and Dallas, Cafe York, and Denver that you can play and know that you're appreciated, and that's where the reward comes. I can get along pretty well if I've got a place to stay and a place to play and something to eat, but that sounds kind of romantic, I guess.
July, you're a woman more than any woman I've ever known. July, you're a woman more than any woman I've ever known. Oh, July, you're a woman, yeah, more than any woman I've ever known. Oh, July, you're a woman. Thank you. Woo. Well,